Yeah, this is what I wrote on my paper, so I guess this is the stupid ad-libbed intro that you're getting. So you might be asking yourself, why is this crazy lady just laying on this couch? Well, it's because I'm defeated. And I'm having difficulty getting up. Also, I was gonna try to do this psychologist bit where I talk to you like you were my therapist and I was confessing all of my problems with episode 4 to you, but then I realized that might be a little bit overdone. I have a friend now. But anyways, back to my crippling sense of defeat. This episode has been quite the gem, hasn't it? Getting this video edited and uploaded was not the only issue that I had with this episode. Axe murderers, bloodthirsty coyotes. There's a fence there. If they try to get us, they'll probably just rip their backs up.
Not a really good fence.
You know what? Where did that come?
Get in the car.
Actually. And uncooperative toilet paper were just some of the smaller trials that we had with this episode. First off, we had to film a lot of these scenes outside in the dark, and, well, we had to film this web series all in the summertime, because where we live in Canada, to film outside at this time of year would be just... no. But the issue with that was that the sun didn't go down until later in the day, so it would be 11 p.m. before it was really dark outside. So a couple of the sessions that we had at nighttime actually ended up going until 1 or 2 in the morning. And so we were tired and hungry and frustrated, and it was just, they ran too long and it was a little bit frustrating. Actually, I think I remember one of the nighttime sessions, we actually ended up going to McDonald's afterwards because we were all so hungry. Fun fact, Joel's first ever filming session for the series was the nighttime shots in the hobo shack. Actually, all of the scenes that we shot in the hobo shack at night were all done in one session, which we promptly ended as quickly as possible once we discovered the axe. But I think the most frustrating part about that session in particular was the lighting, which you may have noticed was somewhat lacking in some parts. So I had a light that mounted on top of my camera that actually worked really well. It's really bright, it's LED, it's really brightened things up in the nighttime, and I thought it caught the leaves really nicely. But the issue is mostly the fact that we didn't have enough lighting for everything else. Even just moving around, we forgot to bring flashlights because I'm a genius, so we had to use the lights on our phones. I wish I'd had a generator or something so that we could have plugged in actual lights and been able to actually see a lot of stuff, but I think in the end I'm actually kind of happy with how it turned out, because it kind of gave the episode a little bit of a Blair Witch feel, which was kind of cool and added to the spookiness, in my opinion. But the most frustrating part about episode 4, and the reason that we actually had to do 2 filming sessions for Heather and the Mummy, was because I lost the footage on the iPhone. In my defense, even though it pretty much was my fault, the phone kind of crapped out, and it was basically irreparable, but I really should have backed up my files. So, lesson learned, and I'm gonna pass this on to you, back up your files immediately, so that you avoid this kind of thing, because, yeah. But of course, those freaking coyotes didn't make anything easier for me either, because I wanted to film the mummy shots in the same place where the Sasquatch came out and scared Heather, because I thought that would kind of be funny continuity, and the spot would almost be cursed in a way that she always gets scared in the same spot. I thought that would be really cool to do, but the coyotes kind of were surrounding the woods at the farm that we were at, so we had to basically get the heck out of there, and we ended up filming at the edge of the woods in this area that was kind of swampy. So that was cool because you had the tall grass and everything, so it kind of worked out, and I think the fact that it looked a little bit more swampy might have been a little bit more spooky, so that kind of helped with the episode. I kind of wish we could have still done it in the same spot, but I think it turned out okay, so I'm happy with it. So there you go. All the complications that we had with episode 4. They were just lovely. But we got through it. We finished it. It's up. I think it's actually way better than I thought it was going to be, and it just goes to show that when you push through and you persevere and you like set your mind to get something done, then it'll all be good. It'll all be awesome. And you know, we didn't get killed by the axe murderer, so that's a plus. Oh, and Mrs. Stickupperbum, if you're watching this, I think you should probably be aware of the fact that there's an axe murderer walking around in your nature reserve. You might want to see to that.